we need to remember or remind ourselves that when it comes to oppression, we have this from all men. Yes, I said all men, not just white men or non-black men. And what I mean by this is that it could be argued in some respects, given that black women are doing so well in terms of their education, employment, social mobility, yada, yada, yada. You know the statistics. You've heard lots of black women speak about this already. We are doing well in these areas globally, and that's not us saying this. This is data being produced to back up and support that argument. This is not us inflating our own egos. This is other people observing this about us, and that's key. Now, this is happening for us, and it appears that we are doing well in these areas compared to black men globally. Okay, so if we think about that, us doing well globally compared to our own men, you know, our biggest oppressors today are not necessarily white or non-black men as it historically has been. It could be argued there's a big potential that it could be our own men. Black men could be our own biggest oppressors. And I know it's a hard thing to admit and say as a black woman, and there's probably people who will want to crucify me for saying that, and so be it, but it's true. And this does not let white men, or non-black men off the hook. It doesn't mean that they're free from it and that they don't do it. But there's enough data out there to support this argument for nuanced oppression that we face compared to other races of women from our own men. It can look very, very different. I've written about this quite a few times, but it's true. That information is out there, and that is if you're willing to read it, see it for what it is, and not protect black and brown men and their behaviours towards black and brown women that harm them, or see them as something worth protecting over and above yourself, a woman who is in a world that does not always have women's backs generally, regardless of her race.